everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Luck's Colts going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. But he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. To throw on second down is Luck. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. 44 yards. On first down, Murray. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Again, it's Murray. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here's Luck now on second down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So it's third and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, here's Love. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Fournette. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Now Bortles. Hard throw, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Here's Locke. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They they should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Here we go now. Ace, ace. Check three. Left. Hold on.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Oral's going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, it's Locke. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A shotgun snap for Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. at 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
Back to throw, Love. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Love. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play?
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go. Left.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little. Under a minute to go in this 1st half. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Luck now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Left.
shotgun now for Bortles. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
A final shot before the break. Luck. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Bortles over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. To throw is Bortles. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A very solid gain of 27. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Bortles. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Luck on first down. Pushes past him. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make some.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Miles Jack in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 3rd and long. It's Luck. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That one goes for 24 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Now Luck. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll fake it. Now Luck. Steps away to his left. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down. Offense comes to the line now. 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing his Luck. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They go play action here on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. To throw on second down is Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, here's Luck. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air. Luck on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. To the air again, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Sua Cravens coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
There we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Left. There we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow.
Now Bortles. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Back to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. Throw left side complete. It's Curry. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Now Luck says let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now Luck says let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Curry. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. It would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Luck now to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. To throw is Bortles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now a first down throw. Luck eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10, Luck again. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Luck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Miles Jack in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. The Colts send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. What can Bortles do now with his drive? Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What do they say? It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, nice. Ace. What's the end? So. Switch. Ready. Blue for
Here's a give to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Black 58. Right. Left. Here we go. Green.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch that in. That is right. Here we go now. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Ace. Black, so. Here we go now. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here.